Bonjour à tous and welcome to day 12 of Joy in Paris. I woke up super early this morning, so I was the first one in the breakfast room, and today they had almond croissants, which are my favorite pastry. This morning we met up at the Opera Bastille for our walking tour. Our morning tour today was focused on Les Coulisses Vertes, or the green corridors of Paris. These are long strips of land that have been turned into public garden-like walking trails. And there we can also admire public art, meet some new friends, read, and overall I really enjoyed these green spaces. I think they're really needed in a city like Paris. We also looked at architecture and learned about some of the social housing options in Paris. After a long walk, we arrived at our lunch place, and this place was so friendly and so fun. And oh my god, the desserts here were absolutely incredible, and my creme brulee was so perfect. After lunch, we headed to le Palais de la Porte Dorée, which is a museum focused on French colonialism. One of the most striking things about this museum is the massive Art Deco style facade. Since this was a museum about colonialism, we did discuss how a lot of the portrayals of different nationalities here were really problematic. For example, how the French helped civilize different peoples in the world, and how those peoples contributed to the industry and aesthetic of French society. Overall, we agreed that these expositions were problematic, but necessary as we revisit our history and learn what we can do better. After that, we took a long walk/hike through the woods of Vansen. After our long hike, we finally arrived at the chateau or castle of Vansen, which is a huge medieval fortress. The castle was just about to close for the day, but we made it inside. There were no tours, and we were basically alone in this huge complex. The inside was definitely so beautiful, and the interesting thing here was that some of the castle buildings were actually undergoing renovation, and if we look at this video, you can definitely tell that one side is a lot more clean and restored than the other side. After the long hike, we were really tired, so we hung out here for a while, and when it was time for the castle to close, we headed into the town of Vansen to hit a cafe. This boulangerie-pâtisserie was called Fred, and apparently it was really famous for its bread. We found a place in the town square park to sit down and enjoy our desserts. My flan was so jiggly, and after that we were so tired that we took the subway home, and it was time for bed. Bonne nuit et à demain.